Drop a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds, or when you go to witness the Galactus Live event, the servers sadly will be full. The Fortnite Galactus Live Event is almost here, exactly 4 days away from the time of me recording this video. With every day, hour, minute and second that passes now, we're ultimately just waiting for Galactus to stand up out of the water, not just here but in the Battle Pass tab too, and across the days until this actually happens, when he emerges from the water or makes his first appearance for the start of the event. Not only are Epic Games teasing on their official Fortnite Twitter tons of things to do with the event, revealing what could potentially be happening and where, but there's also a ton of non-spoiler leaks surfacing, not ruining the event but actually telling us or giving us a further insight as to what's going to be happening and how to get the best possible view of it. In today's video we're going to be covering all of that for all those reasons, so you can make this live event the best possible experience, not only for yourself but also for your friends if you tell them about this video to watch it, or either what's included within it, so then they can take that information and do with it what they please. So yeah, make sure you're sticking around and watching the full thing today, because I heard that the Galactus Live event, it might not actually happen like the Unvaulting event in Season 8. If you don't risk it. Also, there's another way to not miss the event if COB can have everybody's attention, and that's from simply subscribing to the channel as well. 70% of you guys aren't subscribed, meaning potentially, if you can't get into the event, you could miss the video or live stream we're going to be posting on it as soon as it happens, meaning you didn't see it at all when, you know, it went down. And also, look right now how close we are to 2.1 million. I'm just saying we could even get there before the Galactus Live event if that 70% watching right now hit the big red button. And speaking of that 70% that aren't subscribed, you're also not only missing out on the event potentially, but the opportunity of receiving a gift of a YouTuber. As you guys know, I love splashing out the V-Bucks on my subscribers every day, and as you can see we only have 20 now, so we need to get more. There we go, boys and girls, 5,000 more V-Bucks for this gifting spree in just this one video. And now from going over to the item shop to gift people with the V-Bucks we just bought, not only have I found that the Darkfire bundle has returned, but also the Blaze Renegade Raider and even the Galaxy pack, which is fitting for the theme of this galactic battle we're going to be going into. For that reason, it's only right we gift 5 of the galactic based cosmetics today. But quickly before we do, of course, if you happen to buy anything from here for yourself, make sure you're entering code FriendlyMachine. As an Epic partner, it greatly supports the channel, and I'm one of very few YouTubers who actually proves they gift 5 subscribers every single day in their videos. It does reset every 14 days, but upon re-entering it, as you can see, I have it on my predictive text, so then I can enter it by clicking a few letters and then accept. And considering we're fighting Galactus, it only makes sense, right, to, you know, have our weapon wrapped with the galaxy itself in this galactic battle. So if you want to end up like anybody gifted today out of the 5 people I'm about to send this to, simply make sure, of course, you're subscribing to the channel with all notifications turned on, and then comment your Epic Games ID down below, so fingers crossed. Oh, we kind of expect this at this point every video. But yeah, hopefully you could end up like the 5 people who I actually could gift right there in one of my future videos. And with that said, now if COB stops messing around, we can get into game and discuss all these details and hopefully save the planet itself instead of just dancing around them. Okay, so first of all, whilst it's been a crazy week for Fortnite, not just with leaks or teasers pouring out for the Galactus Live event, but even what's coming after, as the updated game icon was already leaked for Chapter 2 Season 5, what we'll see when loading up the game on whatever platform we're playing on. Also confirming a Mandalorian Star Wars collaboration or integration, not like the Marvel collaboration we've seen this entire season throughout Chapter 2 Season 4 taking up the entire Battle Pass. And although it's interesting to know that these characters will be involved in both of the next trailers, which everybody's looking forward to, with that said, we firstly need to backtrack to the beginning of all these teasers, or the development lead-ups anyways, to the Galactus Live event happening, so we have a thorough understanding of what's going to be happening based off what's being presented to us right in front of our eyes, but perhaps it's hard to see. So for that reason, the first thing we need to go over is what the event is called, or the live event LTM being the Devourer of Worlds, not Nexus War, which is actually the title of the season overall. We do see these every season, such as Top Secret in Chapter 2 Season 2 and Splashdown in Chapter 2 Season 3, and obviously we'll see another one for Chapter 2 Season 5 when it releases, but we don't know that as of right now. And on top of the name of the LTM being leaked in itself, the preset loading screen when we hop into it has too, and with all of this happening around the same time, Epic Games then started presenting us, well, our first teasers or implications to what's going to be going down in the live event and when it officially will occur. This started with tweets and news tab updates updates such as the following: the Devourer of Worlds, you do know how to drive the battle bus, right? Galactus arrives Tuesday, December 1st at 4 PM ET, and there's a link or referral to their website for more information. And believe it or not then, Fortnite further went on to suggest that there's going to be drivable battle buses, multiple of them, or that the 7 will be returning due to the amount teased in this other image that they actually put on the news tab. And even Glitching King made a video on how we can actually reach Galactus potentially from doing this glitch of disconnecting our internet when flying over the map in the direction of Galactus anyways. And the reason this links to the 7 is because remember, Donald Mustard not only stated on Twitter when Season 4 started that it's all connected now, not just the Fortnite lore that literally got us to Chapter 2's island, or should I say this reorganized island in the first place. As we know, he confirmed this is the case. And obviously it all being connected, meaning, you know, Marvel's integration, even despite it having its own universe, is now intertwined or cross-roaded with Fortnite. But with it all being connected, this then means that all the teasers have meaning, however deep or not. And with that context in mind, from taking a look back at the end event itself, where one of the scientists, or the 7, sacrificed themselves by flying into the 0 point, this particular scene side by side right here, it looks familiar, as if they've recreated it with the battle buses. And to further back up the importance of the upgraded battle bus that Tony Stark has spent all season crafting, from, you know, firstly initially having his area of expertise or construction brought into the Fortnite world from the Marvel universe as he activated these rift-like beacons. Fortnite's official Twitter tweeted out this small video of inside the battle bus, captioning it, "Think we've got enough gamma cells," and obviously then attached showed the battle bus, or the inside of it, with all the seats ripped out, fully modded or pimped with what seems to be an energy source weapon. Further also backing up that we'll get to drive the battle bus now, as the battle bus driver isn't just going to be dropping us off by the looks of things anymore. And then even further still, Fortnite tweeted out and put on the news tab as of today, the Devourer of Worlds, fighting Galactus tip 87, don't forget your jetpack. Prepare for the final battle on Tuesday, December 1st at 4 PM ET, and another referral again to their website. Now, with it being obvious based off prior leaks that we're not only going to be able to use jetpacks like in the final showdown, or having them forced on us to fight Galactus in air considering his size, and that the helicarrier will be flying over the map and we'll be able to go on it, as we can not only, you know, try and interact with this vault on here, but this entire season until now, Donald Mustard has had his bio set to the helicarrier, and even data miners managed to pull it over the map, or where it most likely will be positioned during the live event itself. And speaking of Donald Mustard's bio, considering this has just recently been changed to, well, the 0 point, and having Galactus from the Fortnite and Marvel comic books as his banner, which used to be this, a visualization perhaps of the final battle itself that it mentions in this news tab or tweet. There's even something further interesting about this image that people have managed to decipher, and if it wasn't already obvious now that the 0 point is coming, well, let's just say it's kinda confirmed. Firstly, people were managing to find the actual location of where this screenshot could have taken place from, and obviously we have this giant energy substance in the middle of everything, as Donald Mustard also described right here below. This female astronaut looking skin that I'm guessing is the 0 point portrayed from, you know, spewing out energy. And considering we can make out this is Risky Reels on the right hand side, this seems like it's going to be the middle of the map, or the ruins currently that's going to be ruined by the 0 point obviously destabilizing above the Earth's surface, kind of what happened in the Device Live event, but the 0 point itself instead of what Midas made. And to further enforce that the 0 point is going to be making an appearance, or is going to be harnessed by either us or Galactus or something during the live event, is pretty much told to us directly in the tweet that Fortnite put out today. He hungers for the 0 point, Galactus is closing in. And the interesting thing about this tweet in itself is not only the image attached, but the small official video trailer for the Galactus Live event that was tweeted out on the Fortnite Japan and China accounts, with some really cool music that will be played during only the live event, that I'm going to stop talking and let you guys watch and listen to in its raw form right now. Honestly, I don't know why they didn't just post this globally across their different country-based Twitters, considering it's better than an image, but what we could tell from this, despite obviously listening to the very intense music that I'm guessing we're going to be hearing during the live event, or as he emerges from the water, is we've practically got a feeling of what it's like to be the 0 point itself, what the 0 point's potentially going to be seen from its point of view. That being Galactus reaching down into where the ruins are right now, or destroying the building in the ground, pulling out the 0 point, kind of like the mecha robot did needed to defeat the Polar Peak monster, or the reason for this being the case. And for even more confirmation that the 0 point is returning, game assets or files used back in Season 9 or 8 that were added for the 0 point also got updated, meaning it's going to come into use again, the energy fields coming off it, as it states in this tweet, that's also included throughout this image. So that not only means the 0 point is going to be pulled above surface, but it's going to be destabilizing, and I'm just saying the reason for this being pulled above ground is not to be just left alone. Galactus wants it, he wants to devour it, as Donald Mustard, again, as I previously mentioned, stated in his podcast. Galactus wants to not only devour the 0 point or consume it, because he devours worlds and this is the center energy of everything, but Epic Games have apparently known about this since Chapter 2 Season 1, or since the black hole sucked us in before it spat us back out into Chapter 2. And speaking of this event leading into Chapter 2 or just before it, even in the Season X trailer, people are now starting to find that Galactus was very subliminally teased right in front of our eyes this entire time, if this is meant to be Galactus anyways that he's outlined. And without spoiling the physical event itself, without mentioning any leaked details that data miners have typed out, we actually have a visual on the back bling that was obviously shown to us by Epic Games themselves in this crew bundle trailer. As you can see, the world is completely destroyed, with energy substances kind of separating crusts of land, even hoisting them in the air. And again, no other energy source or nothing would be big enough other than Galactus to make this happen, from harnessing the power of the 0 point and then emitting his Gorge-like red beams, destroying certain parts of the island or trying to defeat our Fortnite characters from fending him off. And I'm just saying, in order to experience all of this madness in-game, make sure you're in there 60 minutes early, as Fortnite have not only recommended this, but you don't want to be stuck in the lobby when we're eventually sucked back into some form of black hole, maybe not like the last one, slightly different, as this has pretty much been confirmed to be happening by now, even with things coming from the official source of Fortnite stating there's not going to be a replay of this event, as there wasn't for the end event, and what happened there, we got sucked into the black hole and the servers were shut off. And speaking of the servers being shut off after the event happens, obviously we already had this leaked a few days ago, if not a week ago now, this cutscene telling us whatever happened that sucked us into the black hole or shut off the servers is going to be continuing in Chapter 2 Season 5. And with this event going down, with Galactus trying to harness the power of the 0 point or completely devour it, hopefully this makes sense of what took place storyline related before the device, where we went to these weird locations of an office belonging to Agent John Jones or Agent Jonesy. And many people speculate we'll re-enter this area or get a better look or understanding of why we went there, as Agent Jonesy's skin files were updated yet again according to data miners too. And speaking of skins, last but not least, we had some breaking information regarding not only Galactus in-game appearing fully or being fully stood up in the Battle Pass tab, as data miners were then able to leak the skin into the locker early of what could be available to us players but isn't confirmed. And this initially came from ZimTom over on Twitter, but then Lucas7Yoshi went the extra mile and managed to, well, pull him into the locker, make him do the planetary vibe dance as if he's, you know, dancing in harmony with the planets instead of devouring them. And I'm just saying, a really good way to end off this event or the Nexus War Chapter 2 Season 4 would be to give all players for attending, whether in the lobby or in game, this skin for free of Galactus himself. If you agree with me on that point specifically, or anything I've mentioned in today's video you enjoyed, slap a like in the video down below and make sure you're subscribing to the channel with all notifications turned on so that you definitely don't miss this event. If you can't get into game and have to witness it in the lobby, then you can simply flick over to the channel and watch the video or stream I upload.